you are, rock star.
A ringmaster. I'm heading to the circus right now to interview live in the middle of the arena among the clowns and the acrobats and the cannonballs and everything else, the ringmaster of the Triple I Shrine Circus. So I'm live there today via satellite on TV, and I'm en route once again. I apologize. It's very difficult for me driving and chatting with you at the same time, but I'm going to do the best I can.
My God, I love that about your personality, because one of the things I loved about being on Channel 3 was that they let me go do things like that. But do you ever pull off a stunt where I fall off a horse on purpose, or I pull the mayor down on one of those giant slides, or do you have to keep it pretty straight and narrow?
Arrow, I'm dressed like Hugh Jackman in the movie The Greatest Showman right now. I mean, try and stop me, because, The Greatest Showman's my second favorite movie just after The Wizard of Oz. So I was also excited. I've never been to a circus, but
wow.
Maybe I can get up on a camel or something. We'll see.
So did you have time to watch any movies at all this week?
Yeah, I watched Firestarter, which is the remake of the 1984 Drew Barrymore horror classic based on the Stephen King novel. And reportedly, Stephen King liked this one, which is nice. And I saw it last night. And, at first I was like, does this movie really need an update? And yeah, it does. I mean, the first is so dated, and this one is definitely modernized. The problem with it for me, the main problem, I guess, and I just, he's in The Greatest Showman, one of my second favorite movie, but I don't buy him really as a parent yet. Something about him still plays very young to me when he's parenting. Like, I feel like his paternal instincts are not very natural. It just doesn't seem like I really get him as the father, and he emotes all right, and I feel like he's trying really hard to do his job, but I just didn't really see him as the best acting choice and casting choice for that role. Meanwhile, the little girl, who is Ryan Kira Armstrong, she's fantastic. She is recognizable from the most recent season of American Horror Story, where she had a lead role. And she's great in this, in the role that Drew Barrymore originated. And, it's fine. It's basically a supernatural thriller that's billed as a horror. It's not scary. And it's a lot like X-Men.
Oh, wow.
It's like the parents have telekinetic powers that they received because they were experimented on during their college years. They procreated. Their daughter can start fire with her mind. So they're basically X-Men. They're people with powers, but instead of having a school to go to train them to become superheroes, they're basically hunted after, and it all just doesn't end very well. It's sad. It's a sad movie.
Wow, you were talking about Hugh Jackman in the way that it's hard to see him in a father's role. That's the way I feel about
Zac Efron.
I'm sorry, Zac Efron. Yeah, to see him in a father role that's how I feel about Nicole Kidman. Is that I want her to be my Nicole Kidman that I've always had. But so when I see her as a parent, I'm going, well, no, I still see you as Nicole Kidman that came to Charlotte when with Tom Cruise and you know what I mean.
Yeah, but Nicole Kidman is mother of 4, and her life revolves around, her priority is her children and her family, and she's been Oscar nominated for, like, in Lion, for playing a mother.
Yeah.
And we can't forget The Others and how outstanding and sick she was in that horror film as a mother. I mean, first, I'm gonna get defensive if you're gonna bring up my muse, Nicole Kidman. I don't know what inspired you to even mention her name this morning, Arrow. However, I'm allowing it. I do have to become defensive. But, Zach does not have kids in real life. It's not to say, I don't think that people have to have lived the experience in order to be a good performer in the role. I just think for some reason, Zach didn't pull off the fatherly tone that was much needed for this film, that would have brought an emotional level that wasn't there. I mean, the tears streaming down his face did not do it for me. They felt very unnatural. So that's my opinion. Someone else could go and think it's the performance of his career,
Oh my God.
So that's just how it's at with me. But so listen, Firestarter is in theaters today. It's also streaming on Peacock, and I'd say stream it on Peacock.
Excellent. What else did you see this week?
Okay, I saw something that I loved so much.
Really?
It's a new TV series launching today, streaming on Netflix. It's called The Lincoln Lawyer. Yes, it is produced by David E. Kelly. He is the king of the legal drama. He did Ally McBeal, The Practice, Boston Legal, and recently Anatomy of a Scandal, which is a British legal drama on Netflix that is so amazing. And The Lincoln Lawyer is also so amazing. I loved it so much. I actually talked to the cast this week. You'll see my interviews with them later today on my website.
Wow.
But what's so great about it is, you might have heard the title The Lincoln Lawyer before. It was a film in 2011 starring Matthew McConaughey. Mm-hmm. The Lincoln Lawyer was based on a successful book series. And the film with Matthew was based on the first book. The second book is the impetus, and which was what was adapted to this 10-episode season for Netflix. And it's really great because there's nothing else on TV that has the same tone as this right now. It has like sexy chic LA. It has drama and comedy, really great balance, really great twists and turns. And I binged it. To review or do a junket, you have to watch about 3 episodes is what you're recommended to watch. But I watched like all 10 in 2 days. I was so into it.
Wow. You bring up something. It's like you've been reading my notes this morning, because on my iHeart show this morning, I talked to you. You just talked about drama and comedy, and I did this whole entire piece on one man's comedy is another man's drama.
Ooh, I like that. What do you mean?
Basically, it's like, because so many, I'm very guilty of this. I'm a serious, out of control binge watcher, but it seems like the word comedy is put in a lot of things on the streaming networks and things like that. And when you go there, there's more drama than there is comedy. And so my wife said to me, one man's comedy is another man's drama.
Oh, it's so true. Yeah, I think I've told you before that I have witnessed, I've watched movies, like I've gotten a screen on, I watched it, and I was like, ooh, this is intense. I can't believe how intense it is. And then I hear later that it's a comedy, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And I'll rewatch it and I'll laugh. Like sometimes I need to be told it's a comedy to have permission to laugh, So you're right, it is all perspective.
Wow. Did you see anything else, Mr. Ryan J.?
No, that's it. I'm just approaching the circus over here.
Oh my God, I'm so jealous, because that's what I loved about television, is that you take the pictures to the people, and when part of the entertainment is the appeal that you put on that camera.
I thank you. I'm just excited that I'm about to meet, for the first time in my life, an actual real life ringmaster.
Oh my God.
Like, can you imagine? Like what's that like? Like, hey, what do you do? I mean, you and I have pretty cool jobs. Like, we're on the radio, television, that kind of stuff, and then we get to interview celebrities. But I can't imagine what it's like for someone to be like, and what do you do? Like on a first date, I'd be like, I'm a ringmaster at the circus. Like, what?
Well, see, that was my first comment when you got on the phone. When you said that, I'm going, what?
Yeah, exactly. I honestly can't think of anything cooler. I mean, don't be surprised if after my experience today, I call next week and I'm like, so I'm joining the circus.
Well, you got to send me video then of you doing this, because I want to be able to watch it.
Okay. Only if you promise to laugh at me.
There you go.
I'm going to make a fool of myself today.
RyanJReviews.com. You're going to have interviews later on for the Lincoln Lawyer, and man, I can't wait to see that as well.
Thank you so much, Era. Have a great weekend.
You go have fun with the circus.
Oh, I'll try. I will. Thanks.
Bye, Guy.
Bye-bye.